What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Matty Pace coming at you live from the Matty Mo Show, the host, the most mojo. And right now, this video right here, man, is an uncut version of what it's like when I record a podcast. So I really hope you enjoy it. Don't mind the ensemble or lack thereof. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty hot, so we letting the titties out tonight, baby. I hope you enjoy what you see. And this is exactly the process, man. If I mess up, I mess up. If I don't, well, you lucked out, man, and you caught me on a good day. But anyways, with that being said, enjoy the raw uncut video. Be sure to tag a friend, like the channel if you want to like the channel. I don't really care if you do. I'm gonna do what I do anyways, baby. But here we go, because this episode is wild and it's entitled Talk Yo Shit, baby. So let's go. What's good, baby? Yeah, it's time to go. Come and kick it with the host with the most mojo. Got the #1 daily podcast in the game. MC Matty Pace, I came to entertain. Your one-stop shop for everything dope. Make you laugh, make you think, and I'll even give you hope. So while you're laid back with your phone in your palm, subscribe and log on, MattyMoShow.com. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Matty Pace coming at you live from the Matty Mo Show, the host, the most mojo, kicking off episode 1254, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, episode 1254. Well, we about to put that motherfucking pedal to the floor, baby. But if this is, however, your first time tuning into the Matty Mo Show, thank you for lending me your ears and attention. Second off, hop into the iTunes podcast section where you can subscribe to the Matty Mo Show and have every episode up there for free listen and download. No. But without any further ado, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to deliver straight to you episode 1254, the one where we about to put that motherfucking pedal to the floor, baby. Why? Because tonight we talking all about talk yo shit. That's right, episode 1254 entitled Talk Yo Shit, baby. You know what I'm saying? And this one is straight wild, so I really hope you enjoy it, man. I've always said there's a couple different ways to talk shit, and we are definitely gonna bring up both those points. But before I truly dive in balls deep on this topic, man, I just want to make a public apology, a very public apology to the two gentlemen that were victim of drunk Matty out on the weekend at the beach. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you, man, I was out celebrating my homegirl Hallie's birthday. You're beautiful, you're amazing, a phenomenal human being, man. Happy birthday to you. And it started off with a lot of tequila shots. Matt Simmons, I love and hate you at the same time for that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a grown-ass man and I did it to myself, I will say that, I haven't been out and partied like that in a while, not just because of COVID, but just because in general, I haven't been ripping it up over the past few years for reasons unknown. You know what I'm saying? But after what happened, I can understand why. Because sometimes, daddy likes to party, daddy has a good time, but at the same time, daddy also gets a little too obliterated and blacks out and does things and says things that he regrets. And there's nothing worse than that apology text the next day. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? I think we all understand, and we've all been through it at one point or another in our life, and it doesn't get any easier anymore that you do it. So I just want to make a public apology to the two gentlemen out there. I started calling them feds. One of them, I guess, was an undercover from back in the day. I don't even know if that's true. That was some shit that was told to me back in the day when I used to hang out at one of the parks, man, and that word got around. And the other kid who was very excited to see me, by the way, because we've hung out at parties before. We're mutual friends. We have a good rapport. We don't really hang out or anything. It's not like a personal level. But man, he was so excited to see me. It's been a long time. And I was like, just a dickhead. So I just want to say I am so sorry for being so out of context to both of you, because you didn't deserve that. And I don't know what took a hold of me. Probably the tequila. And that's all I'm going to say. So I publicly apologize if you are watching this video. If this somehow gets to you, I am so sorry for what I said and what I did at post-date. Now, besides all that, you know what I'm saying? It takes a true man to apologize, baby. I will say I am ready to jump into the topic of talk yo shit. Now, that was one version of talk yo shit that I don't approve of, and I'm victim of that. Now, I once said that there's also certain people out there that deserve to, when they die, be reincarnated into a toilet for how much shit that they talk. At one point in my life, I really said that, and I totally wholeheartedly stand by it. You know what I'm saying? The people who just talk shit all day, every day about everyone around them and everything, not drunk, by the way, because that could be kind of, excused because, you're not yourself. The alcohol may be talking, or maybe something just strikes a different chord inside of you and you start acting out of pocket. I think we've all been there. So, no harm, no foul. But those people that I'm talking about that need to be reincarnated into a hefty piece of porcelain to swallow all of daddy's shit, I'm going to tell you, you need to be better as individuals, because it's just wild to me at how ignorant some people can be. Now I'm also a firm believer, you know what I'm saying, that people can change, but I will say this, but only if they truly want to change. All right, let me say that again. People can only change if they truly want to change. All right, because it's harder to make the changes, even though that they'll better your overall quality of life, from the people you're surrounded by to places and even to things, baby. You're gonna get a lot more things out of life the happier you are as an individual, the more dedicated, the less shit that you talk, the more you try to understand while you shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, it is just one of the most beneficial lessons that you could probably ever hear. All right, now that being said, man, I'm gonna talk my shit about a few things. All right, because I think that these have been aired out on a couple of the episodes I've already done way back. We're talking like probably 1,000 episodes ago, where I did pet peeves. I think I had pet peeves part 1, pet peeves part 2, where I really went into things that like grind my gears. And I need to air this out. All right, the first one is something that we all encounter every single day of our lives, most people anyways. Now, I cannot stand, I don't like to use the term hate a lot of times, but I will say I absolutely hate and I can't stand when people cut other people off in traffic, on the way to work, particularly in the morning, nonetheless. Like, what are you in a hurry for? You know what I'm saying? Why are you riding my ass as if you think that's going to make me either, one, move out of your way to the lane I can't even get into because it's crowded, or B, just kind of like, oh, I'm going to go straight 110 because this guy wants to get to a job that he really hates and is running late for. You know what I'm saying? Let's be better as people, man. I can't stand the amount of ignorance that I see, particularly in the highway. And I think one of the funniest things is when one of those douchebags does that to you, and then before you know it, you don't see him anymore, but then you get to where you're going, you get off your exit, you pull up to the light, you look over to the left, and then all of a sudden there's that douchebag in that truck that just, had to cut you off after he was riding your ass because he had to get to that red light that much faster. You know what I'm saying? You know what I do? I look over and I don't even get mad anymore. I used to get serious road rage about it. You can ask my boy Sean Carter. He knows better than anybody. And I look over at this point and I just smile. You know what I'm saying? I smile, I give him that real condescending look. And sometimes I'll even just, I'll finger poke him a little bit with the finger guns, you know what I'm saying? And just laugh at him. And sometimes the reactions are good. Most of the time they're pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not a regular thing. I make it sound like I'm out here doing this like every Monday through Friday. I'm definitely not. But it's just something to me that I can't really stand. And I know a lot of people out there can't stand it. My girl Jasmine, I think she had a bumper sticker one time that I would put on my car if I liked bumper stickers, but I don't. And it was, if you're gonna ride my ass, at least pull my hair. You know what I'm saying? I love that. But anyways, on to the next thing I want to talk some shit about, because there's a few of them. People who don't put their shopping carts back after they're done using it. I absolutely can't stand it. I don't know why you think that you can just leave your goddamn cart out in the parking lot like you didn't use it to pick up your groceries and put them in your car. Now all of a sudden it's so inconvenient for you to walk it to that little carousel, that little carriage wrangler that's like 10 feet away. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Some people are so lazy. I can't stand it. Just like people who litter. I swear to God, if I ever am with somebody in my car and they have the audacity to litter, I am pulling that shit over. I am backing up to wherever they littered and I am making them get out of the car and I'm making them pick that shit up. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand that. To me, I'm just like, dog, we live in the same place here. Don't be a piece of trash because you want don't be a piece of trash like the shit you just threw out the window, because right now I'd rather have that sitting in my car than you. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing that I want to talk about, and the last thing on the list, because I don't want to get too involved in talking shit and sounding like a prick, people who make other people's lives so difficult at their jobs because they're either A, miserable, B, lazy themselves, or C, are just straight up ignorant douchebags. You know what I'm saying? A prick, nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? I cannot stand it. If you are unhappy at your job, do not give less quality to said job. Instead, why don't you try doing a better job, and maybe you'll get more. Like, maybe you'll get more money. Maybe people will respect you more. Maybe the person that has to get the product after you touch it won't be as pissed off because it's like, hey, this person actually did a good job. Have you ever thought about that? You know what I'm saying? Are you one of those people? You know what I'm saying? You very well may be. Please, when I tell you, man, it does matter, even if you don't like your job, to still do a good job. It does matter. Trust me when I tell you that, because it's only making you look bad, and ain't nobody gonna want to have you around them. Trust me when I say that. And if that's your goal, then I guess that's good, and I guess you should keep doing your thing. But that's all I want to talk about for talking shit. These are just to name a few, by the way. There's a longer list. You know what I'm saying? But you can cycle all the way back, go digging in the crates for pet peeves part 1, part 2, and I think I even did a show called What Grinds My Gears. But sometimes, man, you just need to talk your shit like I'm doing right now, man. I mentioned in the intro that there's 2 different ways about talking shit, man. Sometimes you just gotta let it out. You just gotta let yourself vent a little bit, because after you keep your mouth shut for so long, after you just keep taking punch after punch, lick after lick, and just don't do anything about it, man, it can honestly have a negative effect on you. And you know what? I choose to not let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't make you a bad person either. I want to point that out. I just want to point it out that you are not a bad person if you are talking your shit, because there is a difference between respectfully talking your shit and disrespectfully talking your shit. Just so you know out there, all right? And the bad thing is that a lot of people just talk so much bad shit all the time that it gives the people that talk shit, that finally open up, that finally man up or woman up to talk some shit when they're always quiet, always happy, always positive, always going out of their way to make sure everyone else is good. Now all of a sudden we're the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's even crazier to me because the people that are going to label you the bad guy are the people who are talking shit in a negative, disrespectful manner. Like, I just don't get how the world turns. And man, I'm going to tell you, I stopped trying to figure it out a long time ago, because there's certain things in life that are just going to be energy drainers rather than energy builders. You know what I mean? And that's definitely one of them, especially when you are trying to understand some ignorant ass bullshit that someone has to say, man. Just because, like, going out of your way to hate on somebody or something. I said this to the Spanish mommy the other night, I believe. I said, the people that go out of their way to hate on something, to hate on a picture, to report a picture, to comment negatively on a status or some stupid shit on social media, you're literally making it a point to go and put more energy towards something that irks you and that you do not like. And you are taking more energy, more brain power to develop some sort of negative comment because you think it's gonna make a difference. Newsflash, Jack, ain't nobody gives a shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. I think that is a fundamental lesson that we are all raised with. The only problem is when people hit a certain age, technically 18, they think they're adult, they think they know everything, and they are untouchable. I am here to tell you that you may think that, but that does not mean what you think is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Run that back, listen to it again if you need to. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, before I continue down this path of just talking shit, you know what I'm saying? I just had to let that off my chest a little bit. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. I really hope if you're watching the uncut video up on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/the Matty Mo Show, that you'll love the video, you'll like the video, you'll share it with somebody you know, because man, this is a type of raw, uncut footage that you can't get anywhere else. A lot of people are only going to show you the good moments of when they're recorded, man. I'm here to show you all of the moments because that's what I am, baby, a true showman. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, I hope you enjoyed this content. Stick around, however, because that final thought is coming at you live in 3, 2, 1, let's get it. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful little episode of raw, uncut footage of how I record my podcast. For tonight's episode anyways, episode 1254, like I said, entitled Talk Yo Shit. Now, I didn't get to share with you the final thought on tonight's episode in this video, but if you do want to hear it, all you got to do is go listen to the full-length audio version, which is edited. You know what I'm saying? But you can get to that up on my website at mattymoshow.com, or you can go follow me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music, Stitcher, Podbean, Breaker, a whole bunch. Pretty much wherever you type in The Matty Mo Show, you're going to find the episode, man. So thank you so much for stopping by and rocking out with me. As always, I truly appreciate it, and I really hope that you enjoyed this raw, uncut footage video of me recording a podcast, man. Everybody trying to be perfect out here. I'm trying to show you that it's okay to have flaws if you're willing to try to better them, all right? We all got them. Embrace them. Make the most of them. And at the end of the day, baby, be thankful for what you got and how you can do it, because there's nobody out there like you, all right? So take care. This is Matty Pace coming at you live from the Matty Mo Show, the host, the most mojo, saying one life, one love. I'm out.